this is your time to really get it together. So are there people that you trust in your circle? These are huge shifts for you this month, Pisces. Pisces, welcome to your May 2026 reading, but of course this message is for you anytime you might find it.
As always, we'll be using our classic Mystic Compass spread, starting here at the north. This card will represent the area of your life that has to do with housing, finances, career, etc. And then we've got an action item to follow. Over here to the east, we've got our thoughts, mindset, focus, dreams, as well as an action item to complement. Down here at the south, we've got our passions, our belief systems, anything that gets us really fired up, that gets us going, and our motivation, as well as a corresponding action item. Over here to the west, we've got our feelings and emotions, anything that is touching us in a deep emotional way, as well as an action item that corresponds. Finally, we've got one card in the center to tie everything together to show us what exactly we are looking at as the main point of the reading of this month and how everything is interconnected.
Let's get started up at the north. Ooh, we're doubling down on our earth element here, Pisces, because we've got the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is indicative of your it's also part of our earth element here. So we're talking about something very literal. Okay, we are making money. All right, we're making money, we're getting our shit in order. We have we have different projects coming in, we have multiple sources of revenue. If you're interested in investing, I have a link for an investing program that I've done myself that I highly recommend in the comments, in the description of the video. And this is your time to really get it together and put those pieces together, Pisces. So some of it could be investing in the stock market, some of it could be investing in a side hustle, some of it could be investing in a friend's business. Whatever it is, Pisces, this is your time to start making money moves. Let's see what your action item is here. Judgment. This is a big one. Okay, so we're investing in different things, but we're being intentional and we're making sound judgment calls about what it is that we're investing in. We are not supporting our friend's multi-level marketing scheme. We are leading with intention. We are leading with knowledge. So someone that has a proven track record, who is qualified, whether through education, formal experience, etc. Somebody who's willing to show all of their numbers, which is why I like the program that I mentioned in the description. Yes, it's time to invest and move money around, but we're doing so with it from a clear headspace. We're not just going at this at random. We're actually being intentional about where we're putting our money, our time, and any other resources. To the east, we've got, okay, we're doubling down on this message as well because we're in double air here in the east. We're talking about the air element. This is also the air element, the 10 of Swords. This is overthinking, self-doubt, anxiety, depression, too many thoughts coming in that are disorganized. Okay, so we can't have that, right? Of course, whenever we're trying to make positive and impactful money moves. So let's see, what is your action item to help us get through that? The Chariot, another major arcana card. So this is we have these little things going on for this month, Pisces, but the big action items are the big pinnacle moments so far, milestones. So this is making a decision and going for it. You, instead of being lost in thought, like, I don't know what to do, I don't know which choice to make, no, you need to pick one and go with it, right? Once you determine very quickly that this is a legitimate program for investing, for example, or a business deal with a friend, or whoever, you're moving full force, full speed ahead. It doesn't matter. And so that's the most important thing, is to just take action. Like I said, we're educating ourselves, but we're not wasting our time with years of education. Okay, I wasted 10 years looking into different types of investing programs before I actually took real meaningful action. I had taken some actions before, but I could have taken actions that would have benefited me even greater in the long term, had I actually made a choice more than 10 years ago, right? So we're making choices and we are sticking to them. That is the biggest thing, is getting out of our heads. We don't need to overthink the options here, Pisces. Let's see what's going on for us down at the south this month. This is our connection to the divine, goddess, spirit, etc. Two of Cups. This one's coming out quite a bit today. Two of Cups is your connection to its interpersonal connection. This is like a lower level of the Lover's card at times. And this is really looking at like vulnerable interpersonal communication. So are there people that you trust in your circle? Maybe you've been thinking about sharing your spiritual beliefs with your romantic partner. This would be a good time to do that. This is the type of thing that we're talking about, sharing your version of spirituality with a romantic partner. And let's see what your action item is here. The Hierophant. We cannot get more spiritual. So this is the third time that we've had a major arcana card coming out as your action item. These are huge shifts for you this month, Pisces. Massive shifts that are going to impact your entire life in multiple areas of your life, okay? With the Hierophant here in this positioning, with the Two of Cups, you are being guided to having like some sort of spiritual leadership. So that could be that, and recognizing that you are God yourself. God is in all of us, and I'm saying God like it's a colloquial term. I'm not saying like any particular God, but like God and the universe live in every single person on the planet. And this is finding that God in yourself and seeing that God in other people, not in an egoic way, not saying like I am God. This is humble, and being humbled by the divine in everything, and finding leadership in a spiritual leadership as needed. And you can find spiritual leadership in trusted, intimate partnerships as well. That is possible. Wow, this is huge for you, Pisces. Let's see what we have for you over to the west. This is your connection to emotions and feelings. Knight of Pentacles. This is another full speed ahead card. So there, are you moving quickly through emotions, or are you getting stuck? That's what this is asking you to look at. Are you feeling into something and like getting yourself into a loop, or are you able to break through and really like get on to the next thing? And so sometimes it is good to reflect and like be considerate of what are our emotional ties and such. But other times we can get stuck with certain feelings. So are you getting stuck somewhere, and how can you push through onto the next thing without being overly sensitive about something? It's okay to be sensitive, but like maybe you're taking things personally whenever they're not intended that way by other people. It could be that. Let's see what your action item is over here. Ace of Pentacles. Take it back to basics. So we're looking at emotions like on a very pragmatic level. How can you how can you take a step back and figure out like where the emotions are coming, the source of the emotions, and the intention of others. You know, if you like carrying on from the example of being overly sensitive to what others might say or do, is like, can we get to the source of what was actually meant by something and the intention behind it, so that we're not overly sensitive in the moment. Let's see what is our final card tying everything together here. Oh my goodness, another Knight. We have got Knight of Cups. More emotions happening here, Pisces. I'm not surprised. And this is like leading, going forth with emotion, and possibly even like teaching others what it's like to live with such emotion and depth. And really like carrying that forward as your ammunition for moving about the world. Like, what is your motivation for moving about the world? It's this depth of feeling, and that can be a message of sorts, but more so that's what's carrying you on from day to day, is the emotions. So like when you feel excited about something, that's an indication to move forward with that. If you're feeling scared about something, that's an indication to explore further why that might be, and learn more about yourself through your emotions. This is all, you know, one big experiment on planet Earth, and you can learn more about yourself based on how you're feeling. If you're sad about something, why? If you're happy about something, why? And all emotions are welcome. We are not denying any one particular emotional experience. And the emotions for you, Pisces, can come on very quickly. So it's important to understand them on a deeper level, so that you can understand yourself on a deeper level, so that you can move through emotions effectively moving forward. Wow, Pisces, I am so excited for you this month. There's a lot to work through, a lot of opportunities here for you in terms of your emotions. I would love to hear how this is landing for everybody in the comments. And thank you so much. I will see you so soon. Don't forget to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs to get a fuller picture of the month ahead.